Okay. There we go. Hey. Let's see. Okay. Probably have to turn down some settings here. So this is Skullcry. I'm recording on my Xeonite computer, which is a Xeon X5660 running at 2.8 gigahertz, I think. It's a 6-core, 12-threaded CPU. One of the original one of the original i7 Extreme series on X58 motherboards, which is an LGA 1366 uh, processor set. Blah. Anyway, so let's see. Probably want to turn down some settings because probably having some. Actually, let me see here. Probably want to go into Radeon settings. Yeah, I should add this fixed, but I think I forgot to reset some of them settings, so. Okay, save into the right place. Recording. Yeah, I need to turn some of these things down. Okay, it's better. Yeah, it's better. See, that, well, some of that flickering's still going on from the camera. Don't know why. Yep, I cannot hear the sound at all. Turn off synchronization. Show. Turn off MSAA. Okay. So yeah, playing Forza Horizon 3, definitely one of my favorite games out there. I think it's the first time I played on this system. It should do just fine. Should play it similarly to like my FX9590 system used to. Probably a little bit better, maybe. I imagine the memory speed probably is making a decent load factor, but we'll see. So yeah, apparently I hadn't noticed I hadn't made any recordings in a bit. I thought I had, but apparently I hadn't. I've done definitely some streaming since then, but so I do apologize for that. Didn't plan to take that big of a hiatus from recording. Just tried to get a couple things together. But it's my birthday tomorrow, so me and my family are celebrating my birthday today, so I'll be not making too long recording, probably like no more than an hour or two at the most, because I do got to do a couple things before the party. Like get cleaned up and got a couple things to mess with on my car, and not too much else. Sorry. Got up decently early today, so, but didn't really get out and do anything yet. Kind of was checking online and testing out a couple things. Took apart one of my computers so I can take off the cooler and put on a new liquid cooler. Yeah, I think I got it right here. There we go. Yeah, my microphone's picking up a fuck ton of all my noises. So yeah, I got a Zalman Reserator 3 Max. It's a 120 millimeter liquid radiator cooler, or you know, all-in-one liquid cooling solution. So yeah, I had this on Amazon for about 43 bucks or so. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm picking that up considering they usually sell for like 130. I mean, it was said very good condition. So I was like, shoot, you know, as long as it doesn't have, like a hole in the tubing, or the biggest thing was that I didn't want it to be missing the actual mounting hardware, because that's what happened the last time. They ordered one that was in like very good condition. Hell, I think that was actually in like new condition, and it was still missing the mounting hardware. I'm like, you can't sell it without the mounting hardware. I mean, you can, but fuck, I mean, you can't use it until you go order it, and they're not easy to order. And hell, it's fucking as expensive to get the mounting hardware as it is to get the get it at that price. I mean, you might as well buy a new one at that rate. Because they're definitely unique enough that you can't just really like zip tie them. And I don't really, I'm not really one of those guys who really wants to zip tie something personally. Not saying it doesn't work in a jiff, but not for something I'm gonna keep. I'll admit to have duct duct taping hard drives in place, but it's a little bit different. Excuse me, they're not gonna keep your CPU cold. So I'm really interested to try it in place of a which one, a CryoRig what's that, the H7? Yeah. So that way I can also, it's basically so I can move my H7 over to an LGA 775 system. I haven't had a chance to test yet to see if all the components work. Of course, now they're just about outside their warranty, but yeah, at that rate, I've already got my money's worth. But they should work. And unfortunately, they don't make any brackets, as far as I know, that let the Zellman fit on my Ryzen system, or I just put it on there and take off the Hyper 212 Evo cooler and slap it on there. Which I could still do and slap the H7 on there, since the H7 is technically better. Well, it actually is better than the Cooler Master, but then you have to go order an AM4 compatible bracket for the CryoRig, and I don't really want to go do that. Yes, it's free from CryoRig, I think. It's supposed to be. But the Hyper 212 Evo red LED that I got already comes, with the proper bracket for installing on the AM4. So I just don't want to mess with it anymore. Anyway, so let's see. Settings are saved. Let's see how it does. Now, yeah, I do have to restart it. I guess I could restart it since I don't have any sound anyway, and that's kind of annoying. Okay, and let's go restart that. As long as it doesn't take as long as it did last time to load in. Jesus Christ, it fucking took me. Like I said, I was able to actually take off all the motherboard screws and remove the graphics card and all the power cables from my Z87 motherboard on my other system before I even... Ow, that's loud. Before I even had to, other way, other way. I don't do anything. Yeah, before I even, you know, before it even finished loading. Oh, hey, that did get rid of all the flicker on the camera. Nice. So that means it shouldn't have any, like, slowdown on the recording, hopefully. Just gotta turn down that master game volume. Holy hell. Yeah, there we go. Launch Groove Music, no. I actually did use Groove Music when it was Xbox Music for actually, good 2 years probably. I wouldn't mind going back to it, but I mean, it still costs money per year, and I'm already getting, you know, that with Amazon, with my Amazon Prime subscription, and hell, I even went ahead and got Amazon Music because they give you a discount, so it still costs less than, you know, Groove Music. Even though I like Groove Music, it had a good selection of artists. It actually has some artists that even Amazon Music doesn't have. And then again, so it's iTunes and vice versa on all, in between all three of them, and in between like YouTube, you know, music, which now they're supposed to be offering a music subscription service pretty soon. It's like, okay, I'll make up my mind at some point. And there's Google Play Music, which also offers a lot of stuff, but I don't know. I mean, I would use like Spotify or other places, but I kind of like, you know, supporting the artist. Not that it doesn't do it on like Spotify and some other services, but I don't know. Anyway, that's enough about that. Wow, I should not be this tired. Okay, so let's continue and see how we do. Yep, there was some choppiness. Weird. Yay for loading. Kind of the only issue with this system is that a lot of it is, I think it's still using SATA II format for like the actual motherboard. Like a lot of it's still 3 gigabytes per second SATA instead of 6 gigabytes per second straight off the motherboard. So there's no actual like SATA 3 ports. It's all SATA 2, I think. At least on this one. I think some of the nicer ones like the Asus, I kind of wish I'd actually ponied up the money for them, considering I actually still paid a decent low amount for this motherboard. And I did actually get a better motherboard technically. Um, that came with an i7-920 later on. That I ended up putting into a build and selling. I thought about swapping this motherboard with that one, and I was like, no, I just didn't bother. I didn't really want to take this one apart again because the case is relatively easy to work with, but it's the Thermaltake G3. Oh yeah, G3 core. So it's a slim ATX case, so it actually is able to fit within your home theater system setup, and actually requires using unlike a lot of slim cases, it does not require using a low profile graphics card, so thus you are not limited to, simply like a 1050 Ti or an RX 460 or 550, or I think they may finally have a low profile 560. But yeah, you're not limited to that. You can actually go all the way up to whatever size card you want on this one, because it actually requires and comes with a GPU riser cable. And so it actually uses a vertical mount GPU, though technically with the way that most people tend, or the way at least I did, I don't know if most people do, but the way I set this case up on side, it actually is made for that. It comes with an extra set of feet to fit on technically the back of the case. God, I hate hearing my fucking breathing. I don't know why it's transmitting into my headphones, but I have to mess with the settings again. It wasn't doing this before. But then I plugged it into my i7, my Haswell i7 build with the 4770K that I've been using. That, like I said, I'm popping the cooler off to put that Zalman cooler on, and now it's been friggin' ever since I plugged back into here, it's been transmitting my voice. I'm like, I hope you guys can hear me in the recording, and I'm not just hearing myself. It's annoying. But yeah, so I actually have an R9 290X in there instead, which is really neat. It's a little loud. I think I'm not entirely sure that's the actual GPU that's making most of the noise, because it's a Gigabyte Windforce 3X card, so usually it's pretty, not silent per se, but it's definitely not that loud, but it might actually be, I'm thinking it's actually the Cooler Master 240 millimeter MasterLiquid Lite all-in-one cooler. The fans on that are really loud, or maybe some of the one. I think I might have left a Thermaltake fan on or two on there, and those things are decently loud too. Oh my god, it is gonna do this. It's gonna fucking do this. It's like, really? Why are you gonna take so damn long to load in? But then again, it's set at 3 gigabyte per second, so blah. I think it took me fucking like 10 minutes to load in last time. Let's see. Yeah, at this rate, put that keyboard over here. I had a keyboard near where I'm sitting, because I'm sitting on the floor, not using my pillow like I should. Yeah, I can't believe I can hear that slide around my carpet. Okay, I gotta move that. That was brushing against my shoulder, thanks. Yeah, that sounded loud. Get that. What the hell? Where did I get that? Okay, I don't know where I got that from. Oh, I hate sliding cases across carpet. I'm like, oh my god, the static. I don't have my anti-static bracelet with me. I think that's over at the other computer. Over my bedroom. Yeah. Okay, what was I getting caught on here? You gotta be kidding me on those cables. Shit. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. seriously, didn't I just move that? Oh, you getting caught on that too, and that. Because I get anxious and then I want to brute force things, and then that's when shit breaks. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Don't get caught on my shirt, please. What is it caught on now? Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry. I get anxious sometimes about stuff like that, especially because I know the system was working just fine. What was that? Probably just a wire settling, I guess. Because unfortunately, with my headphones on, I really can't hear shit that well. Even though fucking the microphone's picking up just fine, so it's kind of scary. Yep, so there she is right there, with the Cryorig H7 cooler on it. It's a ASRock Z87 Extreme 4 motherboard, you know, full ATX, X-Fast RAM, X-Fast LAN, X-Fast USB, X-Fast. It's X-Fast out your ass. I mean, wait. Which I've got some Patriot Viper DDR, I think it's 2133 megahertz RAM on here. It's a well-built motherboard. I actually like it, and just I fucking had some issues with it when I first started using it. And I think I'm starting to get a hang of it. Like, I could not get it overclocked properly at all. And I was not sure why. I think I figured it out finally, but okay. Oh, mama. Find something to put this on so it doesn't fucking static shock itself when I put it down somewhere. Yep, so that is, which one is that? That's the, which one? The Aston Martins. Oh god, I haven't played this game in forever. There we go. Yeah, if that system dies, I'll be pissed. I did not get that i7 for that. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but, well, yeah, it was bad compared to, like, my fucking Ryzen 3. That's a Ryzen 3 compared to an actual, you know, 4th gen i7. Like, it was a Ryzen 5 compared to that, then I wouldn't be as pissed, but yeah, that wasn't exactly that cheap. Oh, I didn't really want to enter the Horizon Festival site and think about that. Oh my god, the loading. Come on. Seriously, all I did was go into the Horizon Festival site. Anyway. Yeah. There we go. Jesus Christ. It does not take this long, like, when I play Destiny 2 on this. Okay. Yeah, the Aston Martin Vulcan. Oh. Anyway, let's go back. Go out. Actually get some playing done. And actually, I'm going to stop recording here, and then that way, once the recording catches up, god damn. So that way, once I actually start playing, you guys can just skip this video and go right to the play if you really want to. So this will be a bloopers video. So I will see you guys in a little bit.